Good morning, hockey fans. This is Steven Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the Victorious Hockey Company, and the Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook. This is the Junior Hockey Morning Show. We are on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, in your living room, in your car. Today is Tuesday, March 28th, 2023. This is an absolutely live show to this morning. No pre-recording today. Sitting at my desk in the office. Tommy's alive, awake, and bushy-haired like a damn squirrel. You want to see your face? No, don't show them the face. You'd scare him out of bed. They wake up and run. Who is that kid? Coffee is particularly strong this morning. He got the Bustelo, double shot me. I'm going to be zooming by the end of the show. Let's jump right into today's topic, the North American Hockey League East Division. Just when it looked like the NAHL's East Division had a clear playoff picture, a team comes along and takes 6 points in a single weekend. Yes, the Johnstown Tomahawks look like a playoff team while winning all 3 home games against the visiting Philadelphia Rebels. Start today's report with the Maryland Black Bears, still in first place, have secured their playoff spot for the season, for the playoffs. No, we don't know if they're going to be the champion of the division, but they'll certainly be in the mix come the start of the playoffs. They are 37-15, 4-1, 78 points. Currently have a 9-point lead over New Jersey. Clint Mylock's Bears let Friday's loss against the Generals get away from them before regaining composure in time for Saturday's victory. The division leaders visit Philadelphia this week before closing the season against Danbury April 14-15. Let's be clear. Maryland's been kind of on cruise control since, really November? They got into that top spot, and they've just been kind of winging it ever since. Win one, lose one, a little happy-go-lucky going on there. Sure, Clint Mylock is just frustrated with his guys. They can't seem to raise the intensity. They do it in spurts here and there. But in general, it's been kind of a, medium output for the rest of the year after November. Maybe that's my fault for really cranking up the chain earlier on and saying they're going to walk away to the division, but they essentially have. New Jersey Titans have been knocking on that door, but not with any seriousness. Are 33-17, 1-2, 69 points. Craig Dormis's Titans look great in the road sweep at Maine and will host Danbury tonight. The Generals visit Middletown this weekend. We thought Maine was going to be one of the weaker playoff teams really since the start of the season. They've won some games, but New Jersey seems to have their number. Maine Nordiques, 31-19, 2-1, 65 points. Pinch and the Nordiques were swept at home by second-place Titans in a series that could be a preview of the first round of the playoffs if both teams remain in their current position in the standings. With 6 of the last 7 games being all at home at the Coliseum, it's going to be difficult for Maine to blow the playoff opportunity. I expect Maine will stay in the 3 spot, Jersey in the 2 spot, and that will be a playoff preview. That's too bad for Maine because they're not at the same level as New Jersey. One and done. Northeast Generals, 29-21, 4-1. Brian Erickson's Generals swap kisses with the Black Bears while splitting the games at Maryland. With just 5 games remaining and yet to lock in their playoff spot, the Generals should be all business when they visit Jersey this weekend. That Generals-Maryland series was also a playoff preview, most likely, unless the Generals fall out of the mix with a lot of losses at the end of the season and Johnstown wins all the games. It's possible. Not likely, but possible. the Generals will face Maryland in the first round. Will Maryland be able to raise the intensity enough to get past the Generals? That remains to be seen. They certainly have the talent. Coaching, there's so many advantages. They have Black Bear money. They got Clinton Mylock. They got a ton of talent. But what's missing in Maryland? That's it. You have to have the heart. I don't know if they do. They do sometimes. But it's hit and miss. It's like a turbo vet running on 6 cylinders. Johnstown Tomahawks, what a story these guys are. 26, 23, 3-1, 56 points. Mike Latiza's Tomahawks gained a bit of ground on both the Nords and Gens with the 3-game sweep of visiting Philadelphia. Johnstown is now just 7 points behind the Generals with 2 less games played and 7 games remaining. The Tomahawks visit Maine this weekend before playing 3 games at Philadelphia, April 6th to 8th. Hey, it could happen. These guys can jump back in. If they do hit that number on Philadelphia again, we'll be right in the thick of these things, especially if the Generals fall. Generals go 500, Philadelphia wins out. We got a playoff race. Sorry. Georgetown wins out. The Rebels, 23, 27, 2-1, 49 points. I think they're done. Justin Hale and the boys can call it a season. That single point from the 3-game visit to Johnstown has essentially secured their fate regarding this season's playoff picture. Now the boys can focus on next season. 7 games remaining. Let the 20-year-olds go home. Play the kids. Those 7 games can be valuable for them. Get them a taste of it. Let them show some heart and hunger. Be a factor in the playoff race. And we have Danbury. Patrick Steffen and the Hatties play tonight in New Jersey and not again until April 7th and 8th when the Generals visit Danbury Ice Arena. The extended layoff will be the longest time period of the season with just 1 single loss after tonight. A couple house cleaning items. Yes, we do clean our house here on occasion. Well, this house is always pretty clean. 2 teenagers that want things. It's good to bribe them with house cleaning. Hey, you want a Diet Cherry Coke or a Cherry Coke? Clean your room. Kids are all about goals, accomplishments, and rewards. It's so easy. You're like very gullible. We do it with our clients as well. We tell them get a certain grade, and we'll get you a certain skate. You know, you got to motivate kids. You got to give them something to reach for, even if they're 5 or 25. You got to reach for something. House cleaning. All right, camps. Invites are coming from all over the country. Everybody's getting in on the camp game, and it's getting a little bit ridiculous. Kenai River Brown Bears have invited everybody, including a paraplegic, to camp this year. That's not good. Maybe he can get on the sled out there and stop pucks or be what he's going to do. But kids, don't get excited about camp invites. If that coach hasn't called and talked to you and told you, hey, we like you because of this reason, then don't get excited. We select what camps kids go to based on what players that team is expected to return. Can the player fill a role on that team? Can he take a position? That's what he should compete for. The problem right now is there's so many invites, and every team is saying they're desperate for players for next year. They're desperate, okay? They're desperate for your money to go to camp. Relax. If you have a passport, if you don't have a passport, get one quickly. Because if you're not in the top 3 lines in the NAHL, that's not where you're going to land. then you should go to Canada. You should avoid some of these $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 fees here in the United States and go play in one of the 9 or 10 Canadian junior hockey leagues up there. You'll get a lot more ice time. You'll play, and you'll get a lot of extra ice, better off-ice development, better work conditions, and it's a good atmosphere. Even the Canadian Junior Bs out there, Pacific League out in Vancouver, the Vancouver Island League, the Greater Ontario Hockey League, those are really good Junior B leagues. Oftentimes the hockey is free or close to it. Don't limit yourself, and certainly don't sign a contract right now for next year. There's going to be a lot more opportunities out there. Even North American Hockey League teams who think they have certain players returning may be surprised to find out those kids aren't coming back after all. That's inevitable, especially with the big news coming out of Canada. What we have 2 months, a month and a half away. So keep your options open. All right. Good show today. I seem to have, that one little Rebels situation. I mentioned the Rebels supposed to be the Tomahawks, but otherwise, not bad. Not bad. Any questions today from the peanut gallery? Nope. Tommy's not even listening. He's scratching his head like one of those burritos. All right, let's wrap it up. We hope that you enjoy your